you please mute yourself?
Sure.
When I was lonely, you were with me.
When I was silent, you spoke up for me.
When I gave up, you gave me strength to stay.
When I faltered, you cheered me on.
When I doubted, you believed in me.
I was lost before you showed the way.
And I'll always remember the things that you said. And I followed my dreams where they led. It was you. You are the reason I'm here today. I followed my heart just like you. You changed my life, and I want to say my world is much brighter with you. You believed in me and
Network glitches here and there, but it is what it is. We are back now. Uh, we are live. I officially welcome everyone on board for this another episode of Sharing is Caring with Global Age Thought leaders and educators. We officially welcome everyone on board. The panelists that are joining us today are from India, Philippines, Georgia, USA, Kenya, my co-host, and Pakistan. We have a lot of people. Actually, we have 8 different countries that are joining us for today. A blockbuster of Sharing is Caring. If you have the whole wide world as in wisdom, if you accumulated knowledge, okay, without sharing it, without giving it up back to the society and holding it back out to yourself, it doesn't make sense. That's why this platform is here to allow global educators, educator leaders, people from different spheres of life to share their wonderful experiences, to share there. Today we officially welcome everyone those are joining us live from Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much for always being a part of our success story. So today episode of Sharing is Caring is going to be awesome. It's not going to be a dull moment with all of us here because we have experts that are going to share their heart out based on their teaching philosophies, teaching styles, and pedagogies and SDG actions and so much more. Don't go nowhere. Stay put because they are going to wow you with their nuggets of wisdom. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're joining us from in today's episode of Sharing is Caring. And I officially declare this talk show open. I'm still waiting on my co host. He's having a technical glitches, but it is what it is. Not going to stop us. We are going to go ahead with the business of the day. So I think, okay, he's here. All right. Felix, are you there? Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Other speakers, panelists that are here to join us. Because of the weather condition is really affecting the whole network connectivity. But please bear with us. Okay, because of the weather is affecting, especially in Africa. Here in Africa, we don't even have a free Wi-Fi. Even the ones we have, that just having a little. It's not stable, but we are managing it. I believe that this is not going to kick me out from today's uh, show. So we officially welcome everyone on board for today's Sharing is Caring. So Felix, are you there? He's here to join us. Hello. Okay, no problem. I'm going to. Sorry, I'm not coming up on the screen because of my network is not all that strong. But I'm going to share my screen to introduce. Okay, it has come. Sorry, please bear with us. My network is not strong today. The weather situation is just making everything. Okay, but no problem. I'm going to share my screen to introduce our super tech panelists for the. To allow me to do that. So, could you please allow me to share my screen now? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
My screen has it come up now?
No, not yet.
Now it is little bit moving because
Not
it was
not
not there
yet.
earlier. We can't find you earlier.
Okay. Please be patient. My network is fluctuating, it's not stable. It will soon come up because I'm seeing it from my side.
Sure, no issues.
Please,
Please take
once
your
it
time.
comes up, let me know. All right. Can you see it now?
You are not in the main screen, but you are in the side panel. Now I can see the presentation. Your
Yes,
desktop.
now the screen is visible.
Okay, it's visible. Sorry, it's because of my network is very poor. You can see my screen now.
Yes.
My screen is
Yes.
No,
visible
no.
right now. Okay, thank you so much.
Again,
Okay. Can you see it now?
are you asking about the presentation screen or the backdrop?
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
No, presentation screen is not there.
No,
Yes,
now
now
it
it's
came.
visible.
Okay, it's visible. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. And I really want to appreciate all of you because of the weather temperature that is causing our connectivity to be a bit poor, the network connection is poor. It is fluctuate, it's not stable. But please bear with us for these these technical glitches we are having. Even my co-host is yet to join me, still having the same issue. So today's episode of Sharing is Caring, we have global educators those are joining us from across the globe. Actually, it's 8 different countries that are here today to share their heart out for you. Now I'm going to start with my co-host supposed to introduce me, but since he's not here, I'm going to do that myself. My name is Uche Lin. I'm a founder of 24 Digi Skills. I'm an educator from Federal Ministry of Education Nigeria. Also principal education officer. I'm a recipient of different awards and being conferred doctorate degree from different universities and institutions, even organizations. And I'm United Nations SDGs advocate and so many more. I wouldn't want to waste much of our time. And my co-host, His Excellency Kamaku Felix from Kenya. He's a teacher of mathematics and biology. He's a Global Teacher Award 2021. He's a Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert Fellow. He's a Master Trainer and Global Learning Mentor, formerly known as Skype Master Teacher. He's a presenter and a edutech coach as well. He's a 2020 Education Exchange winner, Sydney, Australia. He's also 24 Digi Skills Global Ambassador and so many more. So I'm going to be fast on this. Another panelist that I would like to introduce to you is Professor Cliff Ramson Wendell, all the way from Philippines. Cliff Wendell believes that excellence and success are achieved when one gives his all, passionate towards work and studies, enthusiastic to learn new things while cherishing the old ones, all under the guidance of the Almighty God and the people who love and support his day-to-day existence. Prof worked extremely hard to reach where he is at the moment. He has been extremely grateful with the blessings that God has been pouring to him all these years. Just recently, Prof, he has been getting a back-to-back national awardee. He's chosen as the most accomplished educator and humanitarian of the year by the Dangal 2021. Please, there's some words that I couldn't pronounce properly. Please do not crucify me. He's also a recipient of the Gintong Award 2021, an outstanding educator and advocate for humanitarian endeavor award. He's a recipient of national and international awards. Thank you so much, Prof, and for all you do to empower everyone. Thank you so much. And the next person that I would like, a panelist that I would like to introduce to you is a professor, Dr. Mobo from Philippines as well. He's a graduate of Doctor in Public Administration from the Odnenta City University, class of 2016, and a candidate of graduation to his second doctorate degree. Wow, first and second, he's running his second doctorate degree. Wow, this is awesome. After obtaining his doctorate degree, he was promoted and designated to the position of Assistant Director, Extension Coordinator, and Associate Professor 2 of Department of Research, Development, and Extension in Philippine Merchant Marine Academy. And that this gave him an opportunity to work with different international research institutions such as Regional Director and PhD lecturer in academic in Malaysia. He's a lecturer in the graduate school, Caribbean College, and so much more. He was also appointed as the editor-in-chief in the International Journal of Multidisciplinary Applied Business and Education Research, and he was also appointed as editor-in-chief in the International Journal of Multidisciplinary. Thank you so much, sir. And again, he's a recipient of national and international awards. The next person or panelist that I will be introducing to you is Moshin Ali, all the way from Pakistan. He holds field agriculture, but he's an educationist. He's a leader principal of government high school in Pakistan for over 6 years now. He's also a social activist, a a recipient of national and international awards. The next best panelist that I would like to introduce to you is Her Excellency Dr. Kayani Rao, all the way from India. Uh, she has a dual post graduation in human resource development, industrial relations, and personnel management. Expertise keys areas in human resources such as operations management, business development, and branding. In academics, education and SDGs project planning, implementation and training programs, international edu trips, passionate lover of nation and oceans, beauticians, musician, lover of classical music, BDP gas coordinator, IAYP trainer, Six Sigma Green Belt, Climate Reality Leadership COP 2026, many United Nations certification on climate action. She is also Asia representative for Ocean Blue and shout out UK for plastic free campus. She is also a project director of IU, Stativa, Global SDG Competition, Global Facilitator of Climate Action, and Global Goals Project. Oh, there's a lot here. She's also a shared and executive advisor, sustainability assessment planning, vice president in Waste Management Organization, and director of global operations in few NGOs for now. She's also a recipient of national and international awards. And the next panelist that will be introducing to you is Professor Peyush Mishra, all the way from India. Professor Peyush uh, he's a MA English, com in management. He's currently doing his PhD in English literature, uh, qualified trainer, Microsoft Innovative Educator expert, and honorary doctorate from Abide University. He's a CEO, founder, and director of Inglistia Advanced English Language Laboratory, assistant professor, English literature at Sri Jen Diwakar College, India. He's a recipient of national and international awards. The next panelist is Inga Kashilava. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name so well. She's from Georgia. She's an educationist and entrepreneur. She's a teacher of geography and entrepreneurship basics in a college in Georgia. She's a trainer of Junior Achievement Georgia Software, an international advisor and international coordinator for Positive Thoughts Consulting and Training Solution, as well as the president of TBC Georgia. She's a Gen leader of Global Education Network from Georgia, Global Friends Club CEO, and her professional goal is to motivate her students and work for the community. She's a recipient of national and international awards. Welcome on board, ma'am. And the next panelist that I will introduce to you is Ming Yang Hyun all the way from Taiwan. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name so well. She's an educationist and a leader, currently teaching at Taipei Wanfu Elementary School, Taiwan. She's an English EFL teacher, Global Teacher Awardee 2021, Global Educator and Facilitator, Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert. She's equally a GoGo certified educator, Wakelet Community Leader and Ambassador, FreeBreed Ambassador, Adobe Creative Educator, Kahoot Academy Ambassador, and IU Taiwan Country Coordinator. And the last panelist that I will be introducing to you is Shell, placed all the way from USA. Shell began teaching in the year 1983 after receiving a bachelor's degree in the French education from Michigan State University. She continued to grow professionally, receiving a scholarship from the University of Miami, where she earned a master's degree in TESOL in 1992. She then transitioned to teaching high school grades from 9 to 12, instructing classes in French, Latin, and ESOL. She was a veteran teacher who spent her entire 38 good years as career with Miami-Dade County Public Schools in Miami, Florida, the fourth largest district in the United States of America. She knows and understands the joys and struggles of the classroom. She is also has an experienced virtual school instructor, having worked for Miami School, National High School, and Golden Key Access in Shanghai, China, facilitating instruction for Florida Virtual School. Shell is currently working as an educational technology specialist for book widgets. Outside of the classroom, Shell enjoys running, mentoring, and exploring national parks. Outside the classroom, Shell enjoys running. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am, for wonderful work you do to empower your learners. I think today I'm going to stop here. So much for your attention. Wow, thank you. Thank you. I really welcome everyone. Thank you all for your attention. Because of my network glitches. Okay, Felix, are you there? Okay, Dr. Mobo, and I'm going to add you to the screen now. And Ming, all the way from Taiwan, you're equally been added to the stream. To the screen. Sorry about that. All right, okay, Felix. All right. Since he's on screen, but he's not here physically present. He's not physically present, but his device is here. But no problem. We are going to get started. All right. So once again, I officially welcome everyone. As you can see, we have a full packed panelists with different for different expertise. Wow, 38 years of experience in this noble profession. Oh, we just started over almost 3 decades. You know what that means? Wow, we can't even wait for you to inspire us with your nuggets of wisdom. We also have people from different walks of life. They're going to share their heart out, just like I said before. Don't go nowhere, especially those ones that are joining us from our Facebook and YouTube channel. Now, before we proceed, I would like to appreciate and welcome some of our viewers, those are joining us. Could you please tell us where you're joining us from? And the next thing you're going to do now is share this live event. Share the live event now to your profile. Let your friends, let everyone join us, because we have people that experts that are going to share their heart out for us today. So share the live event now. Please share joining us from, and we have I'm going to mention few people that just joined us. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, please tell us where you're joining us from. We want to recognize those that are joining us from across the social media platforms, especially YouTube and Facebook. And we have Vilma Barbosa, all the way from Brazil. Thank you for tuning in. We have another person all the way from Kenya. Wow, thank you so much for tuning in. And we have, sorry, because of my poor network, it's not coming on screen. I really want to display your comments on the screen. And we have Kim all the way from Vietnam. Thank you so much, Kim, for tuning in. We also have His Excellency, founder of All Indian Educators Forum. Thank you, Matthews K. Thank you for tuning in. And we have Kanchana all the way from Sri Lanka. Wow. Thank you. A big shout out to Professor Azra all the way from Iran. Thank you for tuning in. We have Marine all the way from Georgia. Thank you so much. I know it's too early for you guys in Georgia. Thank you so much. I will have Chris. He's joining us all the way from Lebanon. Thank you so much. Okay, we have Siu all the way from Iran. Thank you. Bashir Al Khan. Good. Professor Riahi all the way from Tunisia. Wow, people are joining up from different countries. Then we have another person from Egypt. Mohammed, thank you for tuning in. And we have Dr. Kali from India. Wow, thank you so much for tuning in. We have another person here. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name so well. Mimaya Rana, all the way from Nepal. Wow. I also have a friend here that's tuning in from Iraq. Different countries. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Wow, we have people from Macedonia. We have Vasilka from Macedonia. Wow, thank you. Wow, we have so many people. Yeah, we have Von Eric Tandog DMT, all the way tuning in from UK, Canada. Wow. Thank you all. Thank you so much. People are so many. Yeah, we have people from Bangladesh. Thank you so much for tuning in. Is it Barman from Bangladesh? Wow. Okay, there's so many people. Yeah, Professor Nada from Croatia. Yeah, Croatia. Thank you, Professor Nada. And this another person from Turkey. Thank you so much. Thank you all for tuning in today's episode of Sharing is Caring. We have Ewin all the way from Philippines. Thank you so much. And we have you from Romania. You, thank you all for tuning in this another episode of Sharing is Caring. Why this platform, 24 Digi Skills? First of all, let me briefly let me tell you what 24 Digi Skills is all about. 24 Digi Skills is an initiative that was created to bridge the gap of digital divide by integrating the 21st century learning skills. So its primary objective is to promote SDGs, especially SDG 4, inclusive and equitable quality education, and to promote lifelong opportunities for all. So based on that, what we are doing today is a part of it. It requires a collaborative effort for United Nations agenda to be actualized. It requires effort of you and I, okay, to make sure that this movement goes, we keep on with the campaign to make sure that United Nations global goals will be actualized come 2030. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today's blockbuster of Sharing is Caring, educators across the globe, those that are joining us. And today's episode is going to be awesome because we have experts, those that are going to share their experiences, their teaching journey, their achievement, and so much more. So don't go nowhere. Stay put. Just trust me, trust us today. It's not going to be a dull moment with all of us here. So right now, I'm going to get busy with the business of the day. Without further ado, permit me to start the interview. And I officially declare this talk show, Sharing is Caring, open. All right. So I'm going to start to call upon the panelists. Actually, we have first badge and second badge of the panelists. I'm going to start right off with the professor. I'm going to start with Professor Cliff, all the way from Philippines. He has really attained to a greater height and achieve, he has achieved a greater height based on his experiences. Prof, what are some of the traits that are needed for a leader in dealing with risk? He's going to share with us about risk today. So don't go nowhere. And I'm calling upon you. Prof, are you ready for me?
Yes. Hello. Am I audible,
Yeah, I can hear
Dr.
you.
Ochilin?
Sure,
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good
definitely
morning, good afternoon, good
you are.
evening. I'm very happy and honored to be here alongside with global educators. Regarding your first question, about the traits that are necessary for a leader, especially in managing risks, I think I can give three, at least three different traits that are needed for a leader in managing risks. Now, we know that risk is common, it's part of life. We always expect risks. But then these are some of the most helpful traits in dealing with them. The first one I can say is vision. Vision. A leader should always have that vision, because that vision will be able to guide him or her in the way he or she deals with people, whether it's students, whether it's employees, whether it's friends, whether it's the company itself. That vision will actually help him. It will serve as a signpost. It will serve as a guide to oversee, for him to actually push, for him to push himself or push herself and make sure that the goals and the objectives are met. The second character trait I believe that is needed for a leader to manage risk is wisdom. Now, this is more than knowledge. Knowledge is simply the accumulation of facts, but wisdom is special because this is the right and the proper application of knowledge. Wisdom is actually related to longevity. It's connected with the long years of experience that the people or the person himself has experienced. That wisdom has actually taught him or her the ups and downs of life. And third character trait that is needed for a leader to manage risk is, of course, courage. Now, courage does not mean there is no fear. There will be fear, but after calculating everything, the risk, and after applying vision and wisdom, then that leader, he or she, has to do his part to be courageous and defy whatever odds that are there. He or she needs to really
Wow.
go for that. So that's that. These are the three character traits.
Wow. Thank you so much, Prof, for that. You've really, honestly, this is really awesome. Thank you so much for this insightful input as regards to threats. Yes, you mentioned three categories of threats that a leader should possess, and it's very, very important. Courage, yes, for someone to be focused, a leader must possess all these traits to be successful. Thank you for that awesome input. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to get back to you in a jiffy. I'm going to call upon the next panelist to have the stage now. Shell from USA. Shell, you've really done so well for yourself for almost 3 decades. You've been in this noble profession. We that just we are a starter. We are just coming up for almost 3 good decades. You've been a teacher. We really want to know what are some of the challenges and you and your student have faced over the years. The sharing and caring is microphone and stage is all yours now. Please do not exceed 2 minutes. Thank you so much.
Th-
The mic and and stage is all yours now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lynn. First of all, welcome to all of the panelists and hello to all of our guests from around the world. And I definitely want to talk about the challenges that students face. Of course, I'm talking about the perspective from the United States, and I have been teaching in public school education, not private school education. And one of the biggest problems that our students face is access to technology. Everybody wants to use technology, but not every student in the United States has access to reliable Wi-Fi. Dr. Lynn, you were just talking about that this morning with the bad weather in Africa. Access to reliable Wi-Fi, access to devices that work, and access to equitable resources is one of the biggest problems that we're facing now in the US, especially after that first post-COVID bump. We are now working around the United States on providing access to students. Once students have access, then they are able to connect, then they are able to create with other learners. So for us, it's that access to resources available to them. Thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow. That's really awesome. Please let's maintain this. Let's just keep rolling this way. Let's maintain our time. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much for that wonderful response. Honestly, I was thinking that in United States of America, they all have it all. We underdeveloped countries, and especially
Yes.
in Africa, Nigeria, we don't even have a free Wi-Fi. We don't have a free Wi-Fi,
And
not to
that's
talk of having access to these equitable resources. Even some schools, institutions don't even have access. Even when it will be provided for the students, some of the parents, the low income earners parents won't have money to get all these devices for their wards to get connected to internet. Having internet connectivity here, there, and honestly, it's everywhere. I was thinking that it's only in Africa that developed country that they all have it all. Wow.
and it's one of
Thank
the
you so much for
reasons,
sharing with
Dr.
that.
Sure. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to address that question because I think there's a perception that everybody in the United States has access to technology and Wi-Fi, and that's just definitely not the case, and it is a barrier to learning.
Wow. Thank you so much. Please hang in there. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to get back to you in a jiffy. I'm going to call upon the next panelist to have the stage now. I'm going to call upon Dr. Carl, all the way from India. Carl, are you ready for me? How are you feeling today? Hope Indian is not all that chilly today. Dr. Carl, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to call upon you to have the stage now, and we really want to know. I know you have started your career, and where has it landed you? Because I know you've all over the places as an yeah, environmentalist and SDG advocate. You've started up early, and I want to know where it has landed you now. Please, you have just 2 minutes to respond to this. Okay, the sharing and caring microphone is all yours now, ma'am.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You are. Hello. We can't hear you. Sorry, we can't hear you, Carl. Unmute yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm muted myself. Am I audible?
Okay, okay.
But my
Yeah,
screen
yeah,
is
you are.
dark.
Please go
Is it
ahead.
okay?
No problem. It's
Okay.
okay. You have just
Uh,
2 minutes to respond to
can you
this.
please
We would like to
can you
know
please
you
yeah, please repeat the
started.
first question.
I said in your you started early in your career, and I would like to know where it has landed you now.
Okay, I have started my career in the management in HR, human resource management. Then there was a small transformation in my life coming to the academics because there was a big tsunami in 2013 in my city. I'm from the coastal area, and totally the city has been waved off with the tsunami, and we were in dark for 15 days without water and food. And that time, the seashore which we was living, it's completely with the trash. And I was thinking, like, what happens to this world? Something entire world becomes into the dark. So maybe God has listened to me. I don't know. Within next 2 days, I have got a chance to work in a school for the activities. Then I started my career working for the environment as well as the activities. And this was the biggest transformation. I was entered into the academic and I transferred myself into IBDP, International Barricade CAS coordinator diploma program, and then slowly I stepped into one by one session, courses, and without knowing that I'm entered into SDGs, as I don't know actually the activities has been considered into sustainable development goals. When my principal told this is the actual one we are looking for, and yes, I'm on the right track, and I started empowering children and the student. Even the parents, the trained teachers, by giving motivation towards the nature and as well as academic curriculum activities also. So today I never even thought today I will be into completely immersed into sustainable development goals. I think this is a kind of a big transformation of my
Wow.
current career. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, thank you. It is a great transformation because that you we need someone like you that we stand in the forefront of the sorry
Hello.
about that. I had yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
Sorry,
yes, yes.
that's a network. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So I thank you so much. We need someone like you that we promote. We need warriors of SDGs that we be working to the for the actualization of global goal agenda con 2030. Thank you for all you do, and you've already attained to a greater height and a lot of activities in SDGs goals. Thank you so much. Please don't go nowhere. I'm going to get back to you in a jiffy. I'm going to
Yeah.
call the next speaker, panelist that to have the stage now. Inga, all the way from Georgia. Inga, are you ready? Sorry if I didn't
Yes,
pronounce your
yes,
name well.
yes, I'm ready.
Inga,
Can
are
you
you
hear me?
there? Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're doing so well. You are doing a commendable work in your community as an entrepreneur. You've really attained to a greater height with your students. So as an entrepreneurship teacher, what methods do you instruct students, and whether did you ever have a result as regards of that? Please, we have just 2 minutes to respond to this. The sharing and caring microphone is all yours now.
Wow, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Warm greetings from Georgia. I am glad to see you. Wow, thank you for asking me really interesting and topical question. Thanks. Okay, teaching methods by doing something in practice is the best methods for me. Because these methods allow students to realize creative knowledge. I often manage to conduct a field lesson in real space, allowing the students to observe the environments, the objects, also the space, and they actively improve certain skills by actively participating in projects. Yes, I can bringing in amazing results on the success of my students. Yes, I have three young entrepreneurs who have won grants and received funding. They run small business independently, and I would also like to mention of my students who received the funding and became bank fellows. Yes, this success motivates me a lot, and I try and try to make more and more students successful and prepare for life. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much, Enga, for that. Honestly, for our students or learners to uh, possess with these entrepreneurship skills, we need this because
Yes,
it's going to prepare them for the future ready jobs, not only for their future careers. It's really awesome what you're doing. You keep it up, okay? I don't want to say more on that, but that's a good work you're doing anyway. Thumbs up to you. So don't go nowhere. I'm going to get back to you in
thank
a
you.
jiffy. All right. All right. Thank you so much
All right,
for this a
thank you.
wonderful success story. All right. So the next speaker I'm going to call upon to have the stage now is a Dr. Cliff, all the way from Philippines. I'm going to throw you a second question to you. So you are the master of the risk. Yes. How do you master the risk in your field? Could you please, in 1 or 2 minutes, in summary, tell us how you master risk in your field? The sharing and caring microphone is all yours now, Prof.
Okay, yeah, thank you. How do we master risk? Well, first of all, we must never just take risk for the sake of taking a risk. We must take calculated risk. So by calculated risk, I mean there should be a list of pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. And then I have to do my part to research. So which ones would be heavier? Which ones would, after assessing or evaluating, which ones would have a bigger impact, more helpful, that would contribute to the overall success of the student or the project at hand. So that's what I'm trying to say, that mastering risk actually involves, as I said, involves a listing down of the advantages and disadvantages, doing our research and making sure that we have gathered the facts before we have that courage to really take that calculated risk. Not just take the risk for the sake of taking that risk. It should be calculated, it should be well informed so that the chances for mistakes would be reduced or would be less. So that's it.
Wow. Wow, that's really awesome. Honestly, the way you handle it is so on point for me. And the way all risk has to be calculated. It's not just all about having or seeing risk, it has to be calculated. Yes, you have a point there. Thank you so much for this wonderful input. Please don't go nowhere. I'm just trying to beat with my time. I'm going to call upon the next panelists to have the stage now. I'm going to call upon Shell, all the way from USA. Shell, okay. Well, let's talk about the core values of the 21st century skills, learning skills. We have where we have creativities, collaborations, and critical thinking and communication and all that. When you think of critical thinking and creativity, collaboration and communication, what tools do you think that engage your learners? The sharing and caring microphone is all yours now. Please do not hesitate. The mic is all yours now. Share.
Thank you so much again, Dr. Lin. I'm such an advocate for helping students with those 21st century skills, as you mentioned, creativity, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. And I, as a high school teacher, find sometimes that we don't provide students enough opportunities to be creative and to collaborate. Of course, we want them to be critical thinkers and good communicators, but I like to build into my lessons opportunities for them to be creative, to think outside of the box, and to solve real world problems. Inga was talking about giving students skills for the real world, and we can bring that right into our 21st century skills by asking students to be creative in solving a real world entrepreneurship problem. We can ask them to collaborate to solve a problem in their community and then communicate that in the local paper. I really think it's important to include that idea of creativity. It's not just about playing a video game, but let's make the video game. It's not just about completing the worksheet or the activity, but let's make the worksheet. Move our students from from consumers of content to producers of content. So I'd like to highlight creativity today. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for that insightful response. Yes, the world we are now, we are living in a connected and globalized world, and these core values of 21st century skills has to be inculcated into our students, where creativity has been the order of the day, and not just being a consumer of the content, just like you said, but rather to be the producers of the content, taking out of box to be able to identify real world problems and provide practical solutions to them. Thank you so much for that wonderful input. I'm going to get back to you in a jiffy, so don't go nowhere. And the next speaker that I'll call upon to have this stage now is I'm going to call Carl, Dr. Carl, all the way from India. Carl, are you ready for me?
Yes.
Carl? Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, still on the still on the subject matter SDGs. 24 Digit Skills promote SDGs. So I really want to highlight more on that. So what made you to step into SDGs, and how do you manage being an expert, not just being involving or engaging yourself with the activities? How did you manage to become an expert of SDGs? The sharing and caring microphone is all yours now, ma'am. Please do not exceed 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you so much. And I can we start?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Your clock
Okay.
start ticking now.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm very happy to hear from Cliff and even Cheryl and Inga about that activities, because I also have an idea of introducing the interpersonal skills like communication, thinking, and entrepreneurial skills, even writing blogs, debating, etc., which have to connect with the SDGs. So, what I have to do, I don't know anything initially. So, I have taken the support of the internet, Google, and I started first program with the beach cleanup activity, which was it was in my vision to start. So that time, Indian International Ocean Conservancy USA, they given a support to me. They guided me how to do a beach cleanup with 400 500 students with all the safety equipments. They connected me with Indian Maritime Foundation in China, in India. So I have taken the support and I started the first program in the part of SDGs. And then it was became a big ocean. Like, I started many programs connected to that, conferences on oceans. And even we used to do community services. We used to go to tribal areas to build homes, because a lot of people lost homes during the tsunami. So I used to go to the students and we conduct a lot of crowdfunding campaigns, and even we build sanitation for this poor and needy who was not having that. So these are all comes under SDGs, which has been understood by me one by one step when I was ventured into the real action. So then I started working on SDG professionally on the certificate programs, and I after becoming the IBDP CAS coordinator, that is creativity, activity, and services. I have initiated 18 months project in 11th grade, continues in the even 12th grade, because that is a complete compact of IBDP program, which we need to connect with all the academic subjects for them. That was the best idea which I got it, and I should follow the curriculum too. So where I introduced all kind of projects like even traveling outside, I have to make them to understand the career choice. Even right from the India to other countries, we fly and we take the courses like green solar cars in the Germany and in Netherlands and Belgium. I used to train the students on aeronautical skills. Many things we have done, and even we go to the local government schools, underprivileged skills school areas. We transfer the knowledge from students to them as a part of the SDG education part. No, so many activities which is enrolled. It is
Wow.
endless. And,
Wow.
this is a massive
Wow.
experience which I
Wow.
got.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much for having shared your vast of experiences as being an SDGs expert. Thank you for all the activities and all the global educators and students that you've already walked through towards the SDGs goals for the actualization of the global goals agenda con 2030. Thank you so much for wonderful and commendable work you are doing. Yeah, you are still on it. Thank you and keep it up. Okay, so I'm going to get back to you in a jiffy. I'm going to call upon the next panelist to take the stage now. So I'm going to call upon Inga, all the way from Georgia. Inga, hope you're there. So I would like to know, how do you try to motivate your students in the rural schools? Okay, the stage is
Wow.
all yours now, Inga.
Wow. Very important question. Thank you very much. Yes, I try. Yes, I try to understand all the news, because if you want to teach, you also have to learn to deliver the news to your students and prepare them to enter the arena of life. Okay. Non-formal education and on-site lessons are one of the methods of teaching and learning that I actively use. visiting various enterprising greenhouse in the industrial facilities, food also establishments. Okay, it makes my lessons more fun and interactive. Okay, and very children were very interesting. Also, I first introduced and implement junior program in the Stafford with the involvement of students and young people from all um, over the district. Okay. Also, together with my students, we create many companies new write and learn to write a simple business plan. We create beautiful and necessary things from old things. Then we prepare for exhibition sale. Okay, because of the pandemic, we sell online. We use the money received for charity and take care of the expansion of our business. Okay, I try not to leave my students in a vacuum and always provide new information and get involved in various important projects. My students
Wow.
were
Thank you,
so
thank you, thank you, thank
students.
you. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. Because of our time, we don't really have much time. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very
Yes,
much.
for having cultivated entrepreneurship skills among your students. To be whatever you're doing and selling it online because of pandemic. That's really awesome. That skills they can never ever forget that because you've already built confidence on them. They can follow your footprint, okay, and continue from where you left off. Thank you for the good work, commendable job you are doing in
Thank
your
you.
community, not just only your student, but global student. Thank you so much. I'm going to get back to you in a jiffy.
Welcome.
So I'm
Thank
going
you.
to call upon the next panelist to take this thing. Yeah, you're welcome. So I'm going to call upon Dr. Cliff. Dr. Cliff, are you there?
Yes, I
So
am.
still on the risk. Okay, still on the risk. So what if one fails? What if one fails? Okay, try. What if one fails? Okay, when one takes risk, what will happen? Please, in summary, 1 or 2 minutes, could you please just respond to this? The microphone is all yours now, sir.
Okay, so what if one fails? Then that's all right because that's part of growing up. I mean, none of us here have started perfectly. Even the late Steve Jobs, in his work, in his job, he had to try different ways in order for Apple to really be on top. Even the greatest inventors and leaders in this world have failed at one point in their life. Well, the great Abraham Lincoln once said that we can complain that rose bushes have thorns, or we rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. So, in other words, it's just a matter of perspective. It's just the way we look at things. And we take this failure as a stepping stone later on to learn from our mistakes. I don't really consider them as big mistakes, but as lessons in life. And then later on, that will help us become wiser along the way. It's all right to actually fail because it will serve as a lesson for us to be wiser and more careful the next time. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. It doesn't really matter how many times, number of times that we fail in different things that we lay our hands on. Well, what matters is how will we be able to learn from it, to fall ahead. It's going to be an experience. Okay, learn from your failures and keep moving forward. kick up with a very good start. Thank you so much for that wonderful input. Thank you for coming on the show. And I think this is your last question for today. Thank you so much. And we are glad that you're here today and we've learned a lot from you. Okay, keep up the good work. So I'm going to call upon the next panelist. I'm going to call upon Shell from United States of America to have the stage now. Shell,
Yes.
sure.
Hello.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be your last question. Okay, for today. What is your advice for navigating our new normal? You know, this transitioning to new normal has become something else. So we would like to know what advice could you just give us in navigating through the new normal? The microphone is all yours now.
Thank you so much. So it's bizarre that we're talking about the new normal. But if I were going to give one piece of advice to everyone here, it's to make sure that you take care of yourself. One of the themes today is sharing and caring. And if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of your students or your learners, and you're for sure not going to be able to take care of your family. As educators, so many times we put ourselves last. And it's important that you carve out time every day for something that's just for you, whether it's exercise, whether it's meditation, whether it's connecting with me on Facebook. Whatever it is that you do, I want you to make sure that you open up your calendar at the end of this roundtable session and schedule time every day for yourself. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of the others as we navigate into this new normal. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much. Honestly, as if you're just talking to me. Though I'm going to, create a time for myself. Having time back to back events. Okay, it's very very important for one to have time for him or herself. Okay, self emotional. To have balance between the mental and mental well-being is very very good exercise to yoga and all that to help us put us on track when it comes to
Last
healthy
question.
and
More question
yeah.
until
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shell, for coming on the show. And this is the first time of you participating with us in our activities, and we are glad that we're going to have more of you because you having almost 3 decades of experiences in this noble profession. We would like to, for you to share more on your experiences. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, and we would glad to have you back. Thank you, and you're blessed. So I'm going to call upon the next speaker, panelist now. I'm going to call upon Inga.
Yeah. Yes,
Are
I'm
you there?
here. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to call upon you now to have the stage. All right. So please, how do you try to motivate your students? Okay, no. Your third question is: do you have any international recognition? And if you are, as an important trip, if you have done that, please could you share with us? The microphone is all yours now.
Wow. Perfect question. Thank you. Okay. In February in 2017, I was awarded the status of Junior HMR Georgians Programs Coach. Okay. Since I have been actively involved in teaching students and the age entrepreneurship programs, my work was appreciated and my school gained international recognition in 2019. On October 16, it was awarded the title of Best Entrepreneur School and awarded at Helsinki in Finland. Yes. Also, in 2019, I became the best entrepreneurship teacher. We were eight winning teacher from Georgia with full funding in Estonia to improve our skills. Also, we share the knowledge with our colleagues. Yeah, really, it was a amazing year in my life. Okay, also I do like to mention the many awards and titles I have received from various organizations. Thank you very much.
Wow.
I am always loyal to my job, and I try to do my
Wow.
best. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that commendable work, for the achievement. Your student, you won the title of best entrepreneur
Thank
teacher,
God.
and your
Yes,
student, your school, best entrepreneur school. Wow, that's pretty
yes,
awesome. Thank you so much. That's already a source of motivation to your student, because they're going to do more. They will be having an enthusiastic attitude towards learning, being an entrepreneur. Thank you for
yes.
the
My
commendable
students'
job
life
you
is
are
village,
doing.
and I my students' life is village, and I am
Wow.
really try. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you. Thank you.
everyone,
Thank
and
you
good
so
luck.
much. Keep up the good work. All right. Thank you so much. Keep up the good job, okay? All right. Thank you for coming on the show. And this is the first time of you
Thank you.
participating in our activities, and we would like to have more of you to learn from you. All these entrepreneurship skills, we really need that. Everyone does. Okay. Thank you so much. And we are glad that you're here today to share your wonderful experiences, especially these achievements. It has a wow factor for me. Thank you, and keep up the good work. So the final panelist on this first batch is I'm going to call upon Dr. Carl from India to have the stage now. Carl, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Nice to have you. Okay, nice to have you back. So, do you feel that you have reached your goal, or how do you feel about your achievement? Please do not exceed 2 minutes. Okay, I've already yeah, run out of time. Please, my time is already
Okay.
up. In 2 minutes, could in summary, just tell us how, if you have reached your goal. How do you feel about the
Uh,
achievement you've attained to so far? The mic is all yours now, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this. I mean, the opportunity to make me live, and people. Also, I would like to say share a few important things. I don't think I have not reached my goal, because every time I keep my goal, I'm going into a different sector. But it's a kind of little achievement, but it's not a complete achievement. Still have to do a lot, because climate action is my favorite goal, and I'll die for the climate action goal to do any kind of activities. And I just want to motivate the young minds, and the educators, the parents. So I always says, the main achievement which I want to seek, or I want to learn from others, the moment when you stop complete the plastic from your every house, that is the day maybe I feel that I have achieved something in this life, and maybe I reach my target of the goal. This is because it's a long journey. It's not in one person hands. It has to come with entire world, has to come forward. So I always say one message to parents and
Yeah.
teachers, like they have to give a small essence and make the children to understand the respect and give the love for the planet. That is a biggest thing we have to give to the children to save their next future. And I always believe that giving blues will give us a greens. So the moment when the entire world completely
Yeah.
the blue and greens, it's my it's my great achievement. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for this wonderful input. Yeah, you've not really gotten there until when you see the plastic will be, yes, if we everyone, this required is a clarion call for everyone to maintain what we call 3 R's. Yes, to reuse, making the reuse, okay, reusable. Yeah, the 3 R's is very, very important for everyone, all our families, everywhere. Let's reuse the plastics, okay, to save the planet, to save the ocean, the animals in the ocean, the fishes, and the yes, the Earth, planet Earth will be a happier place for all of us to dwell in. Thank you so much for this wonderful input, and thank you for coming on the show. This is first time actually for coming on the show and
Yes,
involving
yes.
in activity.
I feel honored.
We
Yes.
honored we honored to have you here today. Thank you so much. We'll be having a whole no, not the first time actually. This is second. Yeah, you participated in the SDG International SDG conference, concluded the SDG conference. Yeah, thank you
But
so
here
much.
it
We
is
would
the
like
first
to
time
be having you
hearing it.
more for you to share your experiences. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. We are very grateful that you're here today. All right.
Honored.
So,
Thank you.
right now we are done with the first batch of the panelists, and my co-host is here. But I'm going to Mr. Felix. Oh, His Excellency Kamaku Felix. Oh, thank God, he's here. I'm going to leave the stage for him, the mic, the stage, so for him to continue from where I left off. Don't go nowhere. The second batch of the panelists that are full experts are going to share their heart out for you. So don't go nowhere. It's not going to be a dull moment with all of us here. Sharing is caring. Don't hold back your knowledge. All right. The mic is all yours now, Fed. His
Yeah, so thank you
Excellency
so much.
Felix.
Hello, hello, hello. I hope you can get me loud and clear.
Yes, you
Wow,
are.
thank you so.
Perfect. I can hear you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Dr. Uche Linda, for the amazing session. I also want to thank the outstanding, distinguished, and honorable panelists who have done the first session. It was awesome, and I really want to appreciate you. I listened to all of you, and I really got a lot of information from you. Thank you so much, Professor Cliff from Philippines. Thank you, Inga from Georgia. Thank you so much, my friend Kalyani Rao from India, and Shelly from United States of America. So at least we are so much happy that at this time, the 21st DigiSkills has been able to reach every part of the world. And I want to thank all of us for being part of this active community where we thrive in engagement and collaboration. So once again, thank you so much, the outgoing team of panelists. We are looking forward to having you very, very soon. So this juncture, I want to take this opportunity to welcome the second batch of panelists. And in our second batch of panelists, we have amazing team of educators. We are going to be having Professor Dr. Florian Mobo from Philippines. We are also going to be having Ming Yao Seung from Taiwan. We are going to have Mausin Ali from Pakistan. And lastly, we'll have Piyush Mishra from India. So this is a great team that we have that is lined up for you, the second batch. And just before we kick off, I want to request I want to say that I've been following the Facebook page, and I've seen that we are very, very active. I really want to applaud you for that. I want to recognize the presence of Our Excellency Nada Ratkovic, who has really kept the page very much engaged. I want to recognize the presence of Azra Tajiis, SM Akaz Ali. I want to recognize the presence of Ifetolayo. I want to recognize the presence of great educator Taimina Ekta Cheryl Place. I also want to recognize the presence of Nana Feradse. And the many, many other great educators who have joined us for today. So without further ado, let's just get moving. I'm going to call upon the first panelist, who is going to be Professor Dr. Florian. So I hope you can get me loud and clear, Dr. Provian.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you are most welcome. You are very much welcome. So how is Philippines?
It's fine right now, but we're still living in the pandemic. We're still in having alert levels in terms of the situation. So we still have to live with it. But you know, there are lots of changes right now in terms of the quarantine protocol.
Okay, was awesome. So you're most welcome, my brother. So I have the first question for you. What type of persons must become to achieve a desired goal?
On my part, sir, to achieve a desired goal, it is very important first to outline your goals, of course, with those four character traits you should work on. The first one will be perseverance, second would be patience, and third persistence, and the last would be passion, so that you would be able to achieve those goals by having a skills and confidence enough so that you would be able to come up with a good output at the end of the day. So by following those character traits, you would be able to you would be able to shape up your good future in the upcoming plans that you have set. That would be all, sir.
Yeah, so thank you so much for that. I'm going to be getting back to you shortly. Thank you so much for that. So my next question is going to go to His Excellency Ming Yao Seung from Taiwan. I hope you can get me loud and clear.
Yes, hello everyone. It's my great pleasure to be here. This is my first
Wow.
time joining here. It's so energetic. Welcome. I'm from Taiwan, so I would like to say good evening, good morning, and good night. So now here in Taiwan, it's 8 o'clock p.m. Welcome.
Well, you're most welcome, Your Excellency. So my first question to you is, what are the major concerns of online learning and teaching in your teaching context?
Wow, definitely. This is a very global community. So let me just introduce a little bit about my country, my context. I'm teaching in Taiwan. So Taiwan is content English as a foreign language. So during the pandemic, I would definitely say that the change a lot. They are challenging come from educator and also the learner. And first of all, I would like to say that educator through lots of we need to change our mindset about how to teach. In the past, we have a classroom, so we teach the learner in the classroom. So the learner is easy, we see them. But right now, after the pandemic, educator need to try to get a new way to teach our learner, and also it's not only about what we are going to teach. I think definitely in the first section, we hear the educator from United States taking about ourselves, right? But right now, I think the most challenging part of pandemic is that taking care of our learner, because now we are faced to learn online. So the kids, we don't know what they are doing at home, so maybe they got, we need to include all kinds of a factor into our learning system. For example, the family support and also interactivity. So in my country, I think it's luckily we found this quite challenging. So my country, my government, they are trying to support that free Wi-Fi for every, school, every kids in our city. So that's quite challenging, that we need to take care about not only their knowledge, we also need to take care ourselves and also learners emotional status. And more to that, learner, educator, and also we found that quite challenging from our parents. So in the past, parents just send their kids to our school system to learn. But right now, during the pandemic, we also need to educate the parent to be our educated partner. So it's quite try overwhelming. But I think based on as an educator, you learn and you take some risk, and you try to error, learn from your experience, just like today. you need to be educator, a lifelong learner, and also you should be the risk taker. So I think after pandemic, the challenging things that educator you cannot you need to think about outside the box and trying to slow down, understand your learner situation, allow them to learn by take their path. So I think after all, you need to put the Maslow, the physical, needs of your learner into the priority. So I think that's the kind of a mindset changing is a very, challenge for educator and in my this context.
Yeah, so thank you so much. That was quite insightful, Your Excellency. I quite concur with you that there is dire need for a change of mindset, especially for us educators, so that we can be effective at this age. So thank you so much. I'll be coming back to you shortly. And at this
Yes, thank
juncture, I
you.
want to most welcome. So at this juncture, I want to move to the other panelist, who is Mohsin Ali. I hope you can get me. I hope you can get me. Hello, Mohsin. Okay, fine. As we wait for him to connect, we can go to Piyush Mishra from India. Hello. Hello, Piyush. Okay, fine. So, yes, yes. Hello. So seems is having some challenges with the connection. We are going to be getting back to them immediately they join the call. So at this juncture, I want to go to the educator from Philippines. That is Professor Dr. Florian Mobo for the second question. And my second question to you, Your Excellency, is what is the relevance of educational technology in the present scenario? What is your
With
take?
regard, yes, with regards to that, thank you for that question, sir. So, with regards to the relevance of educational technology in the present scenario today, it is really unprecedented in the scope because classrooms have been relatively isolated, but opportunities are coming in to serve as an alternative platform amidst the pandemic. For example, by using this learning management system platform, other learning technologies, by using ICT equipment to serve as an alternative learning modalities that will help to continue our education here in the Philippines. But sad to say that there are some challenges that we need to face. So that would be part of the relevance of educational technology in this present scenario in this time of pandemic.
Yeah,
That
so
would be
thank you.
also.
Yeah, so thank you so much for that contribution. I'm going to be getting back to you in a short while. Meanwhile, I want to appreciate the presence of my friend Ari Mukijeri, Mathias K. Thomas, and Amar Erkosi for being part of uh, for joining us. I also want to recognize Najla, Khalid Charani, and Erwin. So thank you so much for being part of this talk show. I'm going to be getting back to you, Ambassador Dr. Florian, in a short while. So I want to go to Ming Yao Seun from Taiwan for the second question. And my second question for you, Your Excellency, is what have you learned as an educator after pandemic? And what are the important lessons for educators and students?
Yes, definitely. I mean, this is it's like a journey. When you look back, you reflect yourself as an educator. I think the pandemic give all educator, at least for me, to think about what kind of a teacher I am. So in the past, I will always mention that I'm only English teacher, but during the pandemic, you need to learn something new and more. So as a English teacher, subject teacher, you broaden your mindset to be a lifelong learner, and definitely you will think about that during the after the pandemic. There's so many things happen. You need to put your learner situation. So maybe what you teach is not important, but how you teach them. So, like we always mention that in the past we teach knowledge, but after the pandemic, I think most important that you need to teach them what really matter in their life. So, which mean that a life skill lesson. For example, you need to like to be an independent learner. So, teacher, you are not the only resource from you. You need to like a guideline. Like I mentioned in my first question, that you need to be change educator mindset. So you need to be a facilitator, guide them how to learn by themselves. So that's why it becomes very important that the digital internet, like a safety or digital literacy, comes very important into my mind and also into my curriculum. And in the first section, we hear about the doctoral account about the SDG goal. I think, like I mentioned, that something in the textbook is not so important. You need to teach your student, learner, to connect with the world. What really matter is, what's happening right now, and also we need to care about our learner themselves. So guide them to have a really like a positive mindset, a risk taker. So these are the things, life skill I found is very critical, more important than every academic subject knowledge. So I found that to be, I would say that now I've been changing that into not only I'm a teacher, I want to be a teacher, educator, teach my kids learning about the world, really life skill, like a problem solving, how to use the internet, digital, they could, learn everything. Once they want it, they can learn through this digital tool. They could be independent learner, and then they will be, make their goal achieve. So that's something I would like to do.
Yeah, so
And
thank you.
then make their goal.
Yeah, so thank you so much for the input. I quite concur with you that what we teach is not important, but how we do it. So thank you so much for that. We are going to be getting back to you in a short while. Meanwhile, I'm trying to check. I'm trying to check if the other panelists have joined the call. Can see, as you see, we have. Okay, no, it seems they have not yet joined the call, but we are going to be engaging them as soon as they do that. So meanwhile, I want to go back to Professor Dr. Florian Mobo from Philippines for the last question. And my last question to you, Your Excellency, is what are some good examples of using technology to enhance learning?
In terms of using the technology right now, sir, uh, using technology enhancing learning would enable children, of course, to adjust in their own phase of learning, so they would be able to have extra time. For example, using simulation activities through the learning management systems, virtual reality, or other gamification that would be able to help them in understand the learning process in this time of pandemic. So with those technology, they will be able to learn from simply they will enjoy at the same time. They will be able to learn the process of learning using the new kind of technology. So that would be all, sir. Thank you, sir. That would be all.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, for that from Philippines. So how do you develop your teaching professional uh, during how, how do you develop your teaching profession during pandemic? Hello, Ming, Yao.
Yeah, sorry, just a technical issue here. Sorry. Can you just rephrase your question? Sorry, yeah, just jump in. And
Now
also,
my
I need
last
to
question.
apologize that I cannot change the beautiful backdrop. I love, the beautiful, very, creative backdrop you made it. Yes.
Yeah, so we understand the technicalities that are there with the internet. Um, no apologies for that. So my last question to you, Your Excellency, is so how are you able to develop your teaching professionally during pandemic?
Wow, that's a very important, issue for as an educator. Like I mentioned, should be a lifelong learner. You should be, like a risk taker. Um, how you use this, the professor and also Flora. You also mentioned about the technology, change everything. So now, for me as an educator, I take a lot of opportunity to connect with people, like joining this session. So I think there are lots of way you can develop your professional knowledge. Like today, I joined this session. I am so honored to be invited to be here. I learn something new every minute. For like listening to your sharing and broaden my mindset. It's very important. I think as a teacher, it's not important how well your technology skill, okay, or how good your English speak skill is good, but how your mindset, to broaden your worldview. And with this mindset, you can facilitate your learner to connect with the world. So like I mentioned, like I was thanks the positive look at the positive side about a pandemic. So it brings us the like a global digital world. So we are connected. I think about that 2 years ago before pandemic. It's rare. I hardly knew everyone here, like a Dr. Lin, Dr. Uche, a Dr. Carl. So I think it's rare or impossible for me to know each other. But thanks to, technology, and look at the positive side, always be positive. So you can learn from everything around you, surround you. So I think definitely we need to make the most about this digital tool. So learn and connect. Like today, I like today this topic say sharing is caring. So once you share and you care and you share. So you are learning every minute. So I think definitely keep your mind open and to be, connected with the global world, especially joining, put your mind open to be connected with the global community. Yeah, I think definitely you will learn a lot. Like tonight, I really learned. This is the first time I learned this, string, this yard. So I learned a lot from every minute, the speaker, the host. So that's why I learn new thing every minute by joining and spending the time with all of the global educator. Yeah, thank you. So that's keep away from the pandemic, keep us isolated. So I really appreciate the session and the platform. Sharing is caring. So that's how you learn new thing. Your professional knowledge come from. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so
Thank
thank
you
you so
for
much.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Your Excellency. Ming Yao Seung from Taiwan. It has been a great moment with you. It has been a great moment listening to you, hearing you present together with His Excellency Professor Dr. Florian from Philippines. It has been a wonderful time hearing and listening to you, great educators and panelists sharing your wealth of experience on the subject areas. So you're most appreciated. Feel very much appreciated, and we are looking forward to having more engagement with you.
Definitely. It will be my pleasure and honor to be here to listen to all the wonderful speaker session sharing.
Yeah, so thank you so much. So, and once again, I want to appreciate the great the great team that kicked us off. That is His Excellency Professor Cliff Ramson. At one given time, I had Nada Ratkovic, one of the great educators from Croatia, saying that your students must be very, very proud of you. That was quite remarkable. If the educators can be able to have that kind of feeling, then I think it should be more from the educators. And I really want to appreciate Inga from Georgia. She said that, of course, she said that we need to train our students to be creative, creators of knowledge, not just consumers. That was quite great. I also want to appreciate Dr. Kalyani Rao from India and Shelley Place all the way from United States. For the first time, we are having many educators who are joining us from the United States. Given that at that place, I think right now it should be morning, if I'm right. Shelley, is that the case?
Yes, thank you to Uche who sent me a message at 5:30 reminding me that time was approaching. So it was very early for me, but it's such an important concept and idea for me to share with others. And Uche and I met when she came into my classroom to do a mystery Skype oh so many years ago. And so anything that she does, I know will be super successful. And getting up early to share with everyone is my pleasure. I so appreciate you all thinking that I have something valuable to say and letting me be a part of the group.
Wow, thank you so much. Indeed, sharing is caring. Indeed, sharing is caring. We really want to thank you also for the wealth of experience. I understand that you have around 3 decades of experience.
Yes, I have always been a teacher. It's the only job I ever had. And this is my 38th year as an educator teaching world languages and English to speakers of other languages. And I was looking at the international audience and I was thinking how lucky I am that everybody speaks my language. While I can, si c'est possible de parler en français or yo puedo hablar en español también. There's lots of languages that I don't speak. So I'm very, very lucky that this world community cares enough about me that everybody is learning English, my native language.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Personally, from Kenya, this English is actually my third language because here we have the very local language that is Kikamba. We have Kiswahili, and then we have English as the last language.
I think it's just amazing when you think about the number of people in the world. I never expect people to speak English, and I try to learn a language or use my Microsoft Translator tool to communicate in the language of the person that I am connecting with. But I'm just really amazed at the ability of so many people to come together in this environment that you and Uche have put together, and that we can all communicate in one language and support each other in our learning. I think that Ming's message was so important, and her idea of taking care of our learners and my idea of taking care of ourselves, I think can really mold well together. And I look forward to future conversations.
Wow. Thank you so much. We are also looking, thank you so much, Shelley Place, for your time. And we are also looking forward to future engagements with you. We are looking forward to collaborating more with you. you actually mentioned about you interacting with High Excellency Dr. Uche in Skype in the classroom, and I just remembered that we no longer have the Skype in the classroom. I think it was an amazing way in which it was bringing educators and learners from all over the world together in an
I
amazing way. So
I agree, and we can use StreamYard to do that. We can use Zoom. We can use Facebook Live. And I'll never forget, Uche. I don't know if you remember, but you were very close to guessing that my student's secret animal was a dolphin, and then they decided that they were going to change the animal because you were getting too close to
Yeah!
guessing.
Oh my God, this so many years ago. Oh my God,
Yeah,
this world is
yeah,
a
and
global village,
I
man.
knew
How
their
many
secret
years
animal
back?
was a
I still
yeah.
remember that. Oh
I knew that their secret animal was a dolphin, and I'm like, wait, they're saying that it has spots and it has fur. And so I had to do a timeout, and they said, oh no, Dr. Lynn was going to guess our animal, so we changed it. I was like, oh. And then I don't know if you remember also, you joined that class again, and we talked about holiday customs from around the world. So
Wow.
that class really loved having you come in and be a
yeah,
mystery speaker for
me.
them. And I'll Skype with anyone. It doesn't have to be Skype. It can be on Whereby or
Wow, yeah,
Stream
yeah.
or
This is
Zoom.
never
Reach
forget
out to
that.
me. Even though I'm no longer in the classroom, I will love to connect with your students and show them, just the wonders of what I'm doing here in the United States. I'm happy to connect.
Wow. See? I mean, wow. So can you just imagine that
Wow.
reflect 2 years on? So Dr. Uche, you are really a pioneer.
It's more than 2 years. It's more than 2 years. It's more than 2 years.
I think it's
Wow, I
at
can't
least
even remember.
5 years. Yeah.
Wow. So can you imagine that? We can just meet here.
Wow.
Big clap for you, your effort, your vision.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are the alpha teacher. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Wow, great. This world is a global village. 5 years ago, I didn't remember
Yeah.
that anymore. Wow. Thank you so much. Okay,
So
and
you got a
you can
vision.
continue now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks to
I
your
started out
vision,
since
create.
yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are still working, striving to get better by the day. Wow. In fact, she has made my day. I couldn't even remember. Wow. I felt my co-host, could you please continue? I'm getting
yeah, so thank you so
emotional
much.
right
I think
now.
it was a great moment of excitement, especially with the sharing of experiences of what happened those years. We are also listening, and we were really enjoying every moment of it. So thank you so much for that, Shirley, and thank you so much for your time once again. And thank you so much for working with us, young educators. Some of us barely have 10 years in teaching, like myself. This is my 8th year in teaching. And I'm really, it's like
Wow.
you have, I still have 30 more years. If I was to compare myself with
Mm.
you, it will be, it will be like I have 30 more years to be able to get to where you are. Really want to salute you for the great work that you've been doing.
It's truly my passion. And
Yes.
please, I love to mentor. I love to connect with other teachers. I know Ming and Dr. Rao, Cliff, everyone, all of the other speakers. Inga, I have been so impressed with your message. I've sent you all connection requests. I'm stalking you like an ex-boyfriend on Facebook. But please, 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 let's make sure that we all continue to share and care and connect.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's
it's
amazing.
very
Yeah.
important.
And I love to mentor. So please reach out however I can contribute to a conversation. I don't know a lot. I learned a lot from Cliff and Dr. Rao, from Inga, from Ming, and however I can share and we can put our sharing together, I would love to do that.
That's excellent. Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay.
speechless.
So thank you so
How
much.
can you imagine that today? So we are going to share, but at least in the end, we learn, we get a lot from all of you. So that's my third question: that how you develop your professional, development. So that's how you learn it. Just every minute, open-minded. So how can I imagine that? Oh, I can meet so many wonderful educators here. So that's something you never learn from the books, from your local community. So try to open-minded. Yeah, thank you. I think the most important, I would like to thank you, appreciate Dr. Uchen, Linda. Yeah, you create this wonderful platform, and also you started 5 years ago. That's amazing.
It's
So
more
pay
than
my
5 years
respect to
ago.
you.
Actually,
Excellent.
this is my third, yeah, this is my decade in the teaching profession. 10 years ago, that was when I started. Actually,
Oh. Yeah, yeah. But
yeah,
I think you got a vision to, step outside our comfort zone, like allow local world to connect with the world. And then the world become a really,
yeah,
united global community. So we are all here together to
yeah.
share. So that's amazing.
The great learning today. Actually, I would like to thank each and every
Thank
one.
you,
Like
thank
there
you.
are entrepreneurs, the entrepreneurs training, English trainers, and many intellectual people, especially IT trainer Winnie. Actually, the sharing is caring. It connects me, Winnie also. We are all friends since long. I think almost 2 years. The academic, this pandemic has connected us with a lot of sharing, and we care a lot with each other. Almost we are around 150 to 200 people on online educators. Today we have been even came bit closer. And today, because of which I have even learned many things. I connected with Cheryl, I connected with Cliff, and many people today here. I'm so thankful. I'm very honored to be here. Thank you so much, Ichi. And Felix, you are absolutely. I love your moderator for. I mean, the task which you handle it so easily, and you are an excellent person. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much also. And thank you, Dr. Uche. Wow, wonderful session test. Wonderful. Wow, congratulations, everyone. Really, excellent job. I'm proud of you, everyone. Wow, great job. Thank you. Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Dr. Rao is my, SDG mentor. We learn, connect with, just like I mentioned in the past, if I just teach English, I could never connect with Dr. Rao. So she inspired us to do some many wonderful SDG project. I always, appreciate Dr. Rao.
It's
Yeah,
your learning. I didn't teach
yeah,
anything. It's your internal interest and your understanding. I didn't teach
yeah.
anything. I just only given the hint and support. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
I am
It's
so super
wonderful.
hyped right
Yeah.
now. I'm so super hyped. Yeah, great.
Yeah. So everyone meet a new
So,
friend and old
Felix,
friend. Yeah.
Yes, Your Excellency.
So
Everywhere I
please
happy.
find
proceed
peace
from here
now.
so that
Ev- yeah. And one thing, Uche,
Okay,
Felix will continue sessions from morning till evening. He will be the moderator in many sessions. I used to watch that. I don't know how much patience he's having, how much energy he's having. We should appreciate him.
so
yeah,
thank you so
thank you
much.
so
Thank you
much.
so much. So thank you so much, Dr. Rao. I think the last time we had a session with you, I realized you are just an amazing organizer. You did organize us in such a nice way, and I also liked your students. They were so amazing, especially the one we were moderating the session. you are doing a great job. I must say you are touching your students' hearts, and that is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I just want to read a few reactions from the chat box, and one of them is coming from Ayet Sini, one of our ambassadors in the 21st Digi Skills. Thanks, dear Uche, for the great opportunity, and thank you for the panelists for sharing their powerful experiences. That is amazing. And then we are having Razaul Karimu, who says welcome, Sister Inga, you are most welcome. And then there's somebody who has raised an issue about the certificates. Kindly make sure that you check on the link. There is a link that has been shared by my co-host, Her Excellency Dr. Uche Linda. You can look at the link, and then you can be able to fill in so that you can be able to get your certificate. Um, Thank you so much, Dr. Nada Ratkovic from Croatia. I think I'm going to announce you today as the most active educator in the chat box. So congratulations to Nada Ratkovic
Wow.
for being very, very active in the chat box and for keeping us engaged. So
Congrats.
at this juncture, Dr. Uche, it seems like the other two panelists, that is Mohsin Ali from Pakistan and Piyush Mishra from India, they were not able to join us for one reason or the other. But I must say that we have had a very, very engaging session. We have had a very, very interesting session, and we have had the pleasure of hearing from some of the most remarkable, outstanding, as well as distinguished educators from all over the world. Um, have had the opportunity of listening from Dr. Cliff. I don't know why Dr. Cliff is so quiet at this moment, because I was
Hello.
actually listening to him, and you are so quiet.
Yeah, actually, I was waiting for the others to say their greetings and thanks, and I was also waiting for my turn. Okay, I'm very, very honored and happy to be here. I mean that with all of my heart, and I am grateful to Dr. Uche for inviting me again the second time. And of course, with all of you here, thank you so much.
You are so much welcome. So again, I want to go to Professor Dr. Florian Mobo. You can give us your parting shots.
Sir, thank you for inviting me as one of the panelists. So this is a good opportunity for us to share and collaborate in terms of this technology platform that we are using, especially using this in our field of education, especially that we are having this global pandemic. So it really helps a lot for us to know this platform, that it really helps us. Then part of that, we would be able to have a collaboration and linkages to other universities and other dignitaries. So with that, thank you for inviting me again.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And at this juncture, again, I want to invite Inga from Georgia to give our parting shots.
Yes, yes, thank you. Again, thank you very much. Mm, I'm very happy today. A really amazing session. Thank you, dear Dr. Ucha there, and they invited me. And wow, perfect. Congratulations, everyone. Wow, excellent, excellent job. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I now want to give Ming Yao Sing from Taiwan to give a parting shots.
Yes, thank you. I still here. It's a great pleasure to be here. So, like I mentioned, that I learned a lot from today's session. So I'm not here to share, but I'm here to learn. So thank you for everyone. So it's a great opportunity here, Dr. Uche. Your great platform united us together. So here I meet new friend and also met my old friend. So we all connect together cross the border. Think about it. Georgia, USA, Nigeria, India, Philippines, Taiwan. So we are all here connect together. So thank you so much. It's my first time to be here. I hope that it won't be my last time. So looking forward to our next sharing is caring. Yes, thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. We are also looking forward to having you very, very soon. So at this juncture, allow me to welcome Her Excellency Dr. Kalyani Rao from India to give a parting shot.
Thank you, Felix. And I can't say like this is I mean the most memorable part of my life, introducing myself a lot, sharing my my experiences little bit with people who are really, some people are known faces here, of course, but still this is the first time platform to share myself. So I would like to thank Uche for this great opportunity because she's my close friend. That's why I never say she's Dr. Uche. She's a soul sister for me. So I always be with her. She always energized me with her words. Before coming, also I told I'm nervous. She said, "No way, you are coming here. You're attending today." So thank you so much for all the eminent speakers here today for encouraging me and your great learnings. I met new friends today here. Thank you so much for all the opportunities once again. Thank you, Felix, for your great moderation job. Thank you.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Kalyani Rao, for those amazing words and for such a wonderful session that we have had with you. And at this juncture, finally, let's put ourselves together as we welcome Her Excellency Her Excellency Shirley Place from USA as she winds up the parting shot for today. So you are most welcome, Shirley. I've just decided to do this by virtue of being the fact that you are one of the oldest in the profession, actually.
Well, I think that I certainly have talked enough today, but I do want to say once again to you, Felix, and to you, Uche, thank you so much for having me. I feel inspired again, and I am ready to really do some great things with Thriving Thursday and sharing is caring. It is something very near and dear to my heart, taking care of students and understanding that invisible backpack that they bring to school every day and how we can unpack it and get them ready for teaching and learning. The real world skills that Inga talked about, the future ready skills that Dr. Rao talked about, taking risks that Cliff talked about. I am going to take all of that in. I wish you all an absolutely wonderful day. And I do hope that I'm given an opportunity to connect again with you all in some significant way. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Your Excellency. We are looking forward to meeting with you soon. And finally, allow me at this juncture to hand over back the program to this one amazing, superb leader, coach, and art-centered person, Her Excellency Dr. Uche Linda, so that she can be able to draw the curtain for the talk show. So you are most welcome, Your Excellency.
Wow, thank you. Honestly, I'm getting emotional today. I don't really know why. Thank you so much, all the first batch of the panelists, the second batch, you guys nail it. Thank you for the wonderful knowledge that valuable knowledge that you share with us, all of us today. Yes, I have a box of takeaways I'm going home with. We are here on this platform to learn with and from each other. I've already said it this earlier on when I started that accumulating the whole knowledge in this wide world without sharing it, giving it back to the society to impact lives positively, it doesn't make sense. So this platform, we are here to share and learn with and from each other, learning new experiences, and to forge ahead, learning from wow, you see 3 decades, someone that's been there. There's a lot experiences that she for us to learn from that will help us in the years ahead. Thank you so much. I really want to appreciate all the panelists. They've spoken so well. They nailed it. I don't want to dwell much time. because we've already clocked these 3 hours now, and we are still on it. I don't even, we are just doing this, but I just love it. This world, we are living in a connected and globalized world. It's a global village. Look at Shell. Honest, if not that she just said it, I've forgotten over 5 years ago that I connected with her student over 5 years ago on Skype. And look at here we are to I never knew, if not that she just said it, honestly, because I've traveled virtually around the world, over how many, over 100 countries of the world with global educators. So it is a kind of wow moment for me, someone that I shared ideas with my students and has the how many times we connected, not just once, more than once. And look at we are back. We are back to the basics again. It's really awesome. So I'm thankful and all the knowledge that you are yet. Yeah, there are some that are yet to share with us. So we would like to have you more because we can't get enough of your knowledge and wisdom. Thank you so much. Yeah, Philippines. We have a lot of Philippines now, Filipinos that are just joining our platform. We are doing great. We are impacting lives. And let me tell you one thing, this platform build up confidence on people, not just see. English is not sorry. We have grammarians here. English is not my first or second language. Please do not crucify me if I didn't use the right words correctly. Please bear with us, okay? And here we are building up our confidence among ourselves, okay, to try to communicate with one another. So 24 DG Skills is initiative that promote SDGs and by bridging the gap of digital divide. We are here bridging the gap, to showcase the work being done by global educators in the movement of the 24 global goals come 20, agenda 30. So we should keep on doing what we have passion for. We all have a lot of issues. We have a lot of challenges, but it should not get in the way of our happiness. Just like Shell said that we should take care of ourselves. Let our worries, put it aside and take care of ourselves. Have our own my time, your time. I think that will help to stabilize our emotional health, and the mental health will be checked at all time. Will be on check at all time. Thank you so much for all the viewers, those that tune in from our Facebook page, my page, and of course from our YouTube handle. Thank you so much. YouTube channel. Thank you so much for always being there for us in this journey. Without you all, there will be no 24 digit skills. Without you, there will be me. Because if I didn't share my experiences with one another, or if I didn't impart lives positively, it doesn't make sense. So we should try to contribute our own quota, and this one will be a better place for all of us to live in. So I'm going to stop here, and our next event is going to be on Saturday, webinar training series, where we educators across the globe will walk us through on different educational technologies that engages and maximizes student learning outcome. So join us same time on Saturday, where we are going to explore new skills that will help to spark curiosity, cultivate critical thinking for students, learners to think out of box, to be able to identify real world problems and provide practical solutions to them. And on next week, next week, Thursday, 24 DG Skills, we run two major events apart from a conference, okay? Every Thursday, sharing is caring. It's our Thriving Thursdays, where we share, grow and learn together. We share, we learn and grow together. Thriving Thursday, sharing is caring. And every fortnight Saturday is our webinar training series. Then our conferences, it doesn't have they can be anytime, but these are fixed dates for these events. Thank you so much for being here and always being here with us. And I must confess, 24 Digi Skills is growing every day. We are getting bigger and better. All thanks to you all. So I wouldn't want to waste much of our time. I'm going to give back the mic to my co-host, His Excellency Felix. Felix,
Yeah, so
the
thank you
stage
so
is all
much.
yours. Or should I wrap it up?
Yeah, yeah, you can just wind up.
All right. So we are winding up with this video. Just listen.
When I was lonely, you were with me.
When I was silent, you spoke up for me.
When I gave up, you gave me strength to stay.
When I faltered, you cheered me on.
When I doubted, you believed in me.
I was lost before you showed the way.
And I'll always remember the things that you said. And I followed my dreams where they led. It was you. You are the reason I'm here today. I followed my heart just like you. You changed my life, and I want to say my world is much brighter with you. You believed in me, and
Thank you.
We
So
are
beautiful
officially.
and touching.
That's
Yeah.
so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, thank you all. I'm so amazed. Today is my best show ever. All right, thank you so much. We're going to draw the curtain
Wow.
to an end. The curtain of caring is caring. Is we are drawing it to an end. Bye bye. Take care. To have a wonderful day.
You too.